Chilling new details released concerning the deadly stabbing attack at a Northwest Side barbershop. The suspect's neighbor says he's not surprised by the allegations, and in fact, he's worried the suspect will get out of jail. Eyewitness News reporter Mariah Medina explains why.
I can't even mentally understand it. It was quite bizarre.
Robert Abraham has lived in the Champion Park neighborhood for years, just a short distance away from Damian Campbell, the man who police say randomly killed a Diesel barbershop employee before injuring another Wednesday afternoon. The barbershop sharing harrowing new details today about how Campbell had allegedly walked 3 employees to the back of the store while wielding a gun and knife.
What did you do wrong? What did you do wrong? What have you done wrong? What have you done wrong? And he keeps saying it over and over and over again, is the story that I'm told. Finally, he says something along the lines, and this may be me paraphrasing, God has sent me here to kill you because you've done something wrong.
It doesn't surprise a lot of people that were familiar with him in the neighborhood.
Abraham says Campbell had repeatedly confronted him and others on the neighborhood's Facebook group. He says the words concerning to the point where his wife had him contact authorities.
My wife got very scared, and so she had told me, do everything you can to stay away from him.
Other neighbors also reaching out to Ken's 5, not wanting to go on camera, but saying Campbell had posted a number of bizarre things to the page, many not thinking anything of it until after police arrested him for murder.
And then when I kind of stepped back and looked at it, I was like, it was quite frightening, to be honest with you.
Campbell's bond raised to $350,000 today, but Abraham says the thought of his release is frightening.
If he did something random, why wouldn't he do something targeted?
Mariah Medina, Ken's 5 Eyewitness News.